So, Glenn, as I wanted to say to you, the price of the final canvas
Yeah.
has to retain basically three values.
Okay.
One, the value for the market,
Yeah.
the other, the price of the materials,
Yes.
and the time that we spent there, uh,
Okay.
and the other, what have I told you? The other price,
The other price is
the aesthetics,
this. Oh yes, the
the
aesthetics. Yeah.
aesthetics price. So we must divide things.
Okay.
Price of the materials, for example, 40 euros a canvas
Yeah.
plus 30 euros the materials, all pastel, acrylics, and so on.
Okay.
70 euros, that one third of the price, 70 euros of our work. But our work includes time,
Time.
our
Yeah.
time.
Time we spend on it.
So how can you value Vieira da Silva that she spent 5 months on one canvas?
Right.
You have to pay that price of the value of her work, a special, highly specialized work for 5 months.
Yeah.
So the value will be much bigger.
So if you only spend a couple of days on a painting, then the price would be less.
But we went, for example, for Basquiat and
Yes.
Pollock, very fast work.
Yes.
So, but the price tag in the market is even much bigger than Vieira da Silva.
Yes.
You know, we have to balance this. So, price of the materials, 70 euros. Price of the time we spent, a highly specialized artisan spent there on that canvas.
Okay.
A much bigger price.
Mm.
So, I would say, for example, 200 euros for the time we spent there.
Okay.
Because we had time, we had the mental concentration. We have to pay that. We are one third of the price, 270 euros, more or less.
Right.
Then we go to the aesthetics part of the price.
So by the aesthetics, you mean how aesthetically
Um,
pleasing or valuable the
Two things. That part, the aesthetic part, to the final buyer,
right?
perceived by him,
Okay.
and also on what art movement that painting belongs.
Okay.
Impressionism or post-impressionism, surrealism or Dadaism, or futurism. What is the art movement that painting belongs to?
Okay.
So, and connected to this, is the visual artist's style already mature or not?
Yes.
If it is, the mature artwork of him must be worth a lot. Okay, so the aesthetics part of the canvas, 250 euros. So we have 270 and 250,
Right.
520 more
Yeah.
or less. Let's say 500. And then we go to the other part. That is always the problem.
And what's that?
The problem is that the client must convince the artist that investment part is not there. But he knows he wants to buy and he gives a false clue. I want to buy because this is aesthetics only.
Right.
And it's only what I pay you, the artist. So he refuses to pay our time and even the materials we used, connecting the wanting to buy that object just because of the aesthetics. So he removes completely the layer of time and materials.
Mm.
That price the artist solves. That's not with the client.
Yes.
So he's only paying the aesthetic value, and he plays you that game.
Right.
Lower the price, lower until there is not any value in it. So I can buy it from 40 euros to 500 to 150 euros.
Yeah.
So this is the price. But he is buying for another reason because he understands the investment value in there. And the investment is the market that gives his carimbo on his stamp
Yes.
of validity inside the market. We artists cannot enter this game anymore.
Mm.
We must understand the three values. Time and materials, one.
Okay.
Aesthetics and art movement, and is the style of the artist already mature or not? Another second part of the price, final price. And this final investment value, it's inside the object already through the channels of the market, but it's continually eluding ourselves that no artist that you did that painting, you see the value, I don't see the value.
Yeah.
They don't want to see the value. They don't want to see the value because they are transferring the power of the artist to the intermediary system of the art market.
Mm.
So what is this huge problem? This absolute value of investment is always there, but it will be exported to the future,
Okay.
not perceived in the present time, exported to the future. So Van Gogh is now the king, but in his lifetime he thought he was no good.
Yes. Yeah.
The artist must be eluded about the real value it's inside their canvases. All their lives, the scheme is equal to the Impressionism era. From there to here, almost 200 years, nothing has changed basically.
Right.
Okay. So I would say that this investment value in the art market, that the client already knows it's there.
Yeah.
We must put a price tag of that.
And
At
how can we do that?
300 euros.
Oh, okay.
At least 300 euros. When you sell a painting, first you take a good photograph of her so you can use on printing on objects after the sale is
Yes.
done. And you say to the client, I'm selling you this original artwork, but I will use this image to my visual arts integrated system because I will print this image myself, and it is me that has that
Yeah.
right and not you. Your right is to respect my right to use this image made by me. The original is yours, but the ability to print it forever is mine.
Yes.
Or you respect that, or I don't want to sell.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you want to take control of your life in this market? You make the rules, not the gallerist.
Yes. Yeah.
You
Okay.
know. So this investment value, you are being very, very low price,
Mm.
300 euros. This is even very small because the object will be continually resold inside the market and the price will go up, up, and up in the proportion of geometrical proportion.
Okay.
In mathematics, it's this way: x, 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 multiplication.
Okay.
Object of art has a value, an investment value for the future in geometrical proportion. It always going up in multiplication way. The only thing that exists in the world: oil, gold, some metals you can buy for you because you know it will be gaining value,
Mhm.
but only gaining value in arithmetical proportion.
Yeah.
Plus, plus, plus. Art is the only investment that you have that has the geometrical proportion of going up in the market for the future. Why does Calouste Gulbenkian bought art? Not because he was the friend of the artists. No, because he reached a peak in his life and he thought, okay, until now I have used small scale intelligence. Now I must think.
Mm.
When you think, you understand this that I told you. Only art has the proportional of geometry to the future. So he buys something that is very expensive, but he knows the value is there and will rise for the future.
Yeah. Exactly.
He Gulbenkian was not a fool, but he clearly understood. Now I'm rich. Now I can start thinking. Until here, I just reacted of what I saw in the market, and
Yeah.
I grabbed for me and my family this or that. But now I am available to start thinking.
Mm.
And if I start thinking, art is the only thing that assures me that growing of the value to the geometry part for the future. The only. So all these plans of investment that you see, auctions of that company or not, no one can assure nothing in there.
No.
If the market crashes, they wipes out everything. So people are getting illusions all the time. The value was always, where is the value? Already the content of the artwork.
Yeah. Okay.
So the only way for us artists to have a dignified life is to take complete control of all of the processes of all the industries, you know,
Yeah.
and to understand what I said. No one buys art just for the aesthetics. Many times they don't hang the canvases on the wall. They go to the safe they have in their homes. Another canvas. I know this is a masterpiece. I didn't tell the artist the real reason I wanted this piece, but I know why I bought it. Because I see the proportion of geometry to the future gaining value that comes to my family, not to the family of the artist. If we artists understand this process, then we have a lot of value understood in our present lives for us and our family, and not to the system.
Yeah.